Hey guys, my name is Ryan.
And my name is Miska.
And welcome to Overwatch Central. So we are about 2 weeks into the new meta and everything's starting to fall into place. We're beginning to grasp the current state of all of the heroes and what team compositions seem to work at this point in time. With all this comes of course trying to figure out a way to counter the current strategies and team lineups. And there's been a fair bit of progress made already. Since Overwatch is a constant game of rock, paper, scissors, there will always be a way of countering a certain hero or strategy to some degree. More recently we've seen some interesting ways of doing things pop up, both high level competitive play and also in the more standard level of public matches and ranked play. Please keep in mind that this is by no means a new set way of playing, so don't rush straight into ranked to try this out. But anyway, enjoy the video.
First up is the Ninjas in Pyjamas tactic. Ninjas in Pyjamas is an esports organization whose Overwatch lineup was picked up a little while ago actually, and recently they've got a lot of Overwatch esports enthusiasts looking their way. In one of their games not too long ago, they pulled out their 3x, 3 Strats, also known as the 3 tanks, 3 supports strategy. What they would mainly run is a Reinhardt, Roadhog, D.Va, Ana, Lucio and Zenyatta. Now, the main thing to note here is obviously that there are no DPS heroes involved at all in this team composition. This is big as teams have earlier been relying on Pharah and then moving on to Genji and then other DPS heroes too, but this is not the case here at all. A 3 tanks and 3 supports lineup brings mainly one thing to the game, and that thing is sustain. You're extremely hard to kill and you do also still manage to kill the enemy fairly quickly too. This is due to how heroes like Roadhog, Ana and Zenyatta can pump out quite a lot of damage pretty quickly, while still supporting their team in other ways too. By doing this you sort of outlast the enemy and have enough firepower to deal with them at the same time. Like I mentioned before, this team comp has been used in the highest level of play and is definitely a legit way of playing. It's far from being the lineup that you'll see run in every game, in a mirror matchup, day in and day out, but it definitely is working for Ninjas in Pyjamas at least.
Now to something a little bit more silly and unorthodox, to be completely honest. Let's talk MEI and the counter wall strat when attacking. For all of you to fully understand this, I have to start off quickly by going over the MEI wall strategy on defense. You might have heard of it, had it played against you, or maybe even ran it yourself. What it's essentially based around is a difficult choke to break in a MEI ice wall. The first choke on Hanamura, the big gate, is an iconic spot where this strategy is being used. The attacking team would try and push through the capture point, but as soon as 1 or 2 of them were past the gate, MEI would seal it up with an ice wall, cutting these couple poor attackers off from their team. This is now an easy 6 versus 2 fight on the defending team, and the attackers have to try and fully reset and wait for their allies to respawn. What the counter wall strategy on offense does is just flat out ignoring the wall from the defending MEI. You go up to the second floor of the noodle restaurant in Hanamura, wall up sort of vertically in front of you like you see here, and then just walk across and jump over the defending MEI wall that can be placed right by the gate. It's even easier to do with a Lucio speed boost, as you will just fly over the wall into the enemy team. You can also wall up on the left side of the gate by the big opening, but for this you have to have a Lucio to get in. Anyway, this can only be done on Hanamura, but also on Eichenwald actually. You can go up the stairs around the right side of the building, just to the right of the attacker's spawn, wall up and speed boost with Lucio across, and voila, your team have just flown over the choke point.
Just before we go though, I want to remind you people watching of how you should go about these strategies. The 3 tanks and 3 supports lineup can definitely be run in comp if you practiced it a bit in quick play, and run it with a 6 stack when playing competitive. If you do want to try out your own experimental strategies though, I wouldn't recommend doing that in ranked, since you're putting your rating and mood of the team really at risk for no good reason, honestly. Make sure to also have everyone you're playing with be in on trying out whatever strategies you want to run as well, or else it's easy to just waste time and upset people. The MEI wall strat, for example, can be tried at the start of a map, but shouldn't really be forced upon a team. If you try to force a strat or lineup upon a bunch of random people you've been matched with, I can assure you that the response won't be good. Right, that's it. Hopefully you found all this interesting, and make sure to give that like button a slap if you did.
And that's it for this time. Thank you very much for watching. Do let us know if you want more videos like this, going over some of the zany tactics that some of the pros have used and so on and so forth. It might give you a couple of ideas of stuff to try out in quick play and then maybe even ranked when you're comfortable enough with it. Thanks for watching, take care, we'll see you next time.